I want you to stop what you're doing right now, unless you're driving, of course, and think, what if I decided to be a money master? What's possible? What's possible if you made the decision to master your money instead of having it master you? That's what we're going to talk about today on the Max Potential Habits podcast. If it's your first time here, I'm your host, Dr. Amanda Barrientez, the founder of NFA Coaching, and this is your place where each week I bring you tips, tools, and inspirational strategies to help you optimize your habits so you can thrive in your life and business. And today we're going to talk about one of my all-time favorite topics, money and money mastery. In working with people, I've had them say, well, what does it mean to be a money master? And that's a big question because I think we're always working toward mastery. Does that mean you're financially free? Does it mean that you don't have fear around money? Does it mean that you feel like you've mastered the game to the point where it doesn't take up a whole bunch of energetic space for you and emotional space all the time? It can mean whatever it means to you, but what I think that it means when I think I'm a money master is it means that I'm constantly learning and growing and becoming more connected to my relationship to money. It's supporting me, and I'm not in a victim fear-based mindset where I'm stuck in survival mode, afraid that it's never going to be enough, that I'm not enough, that my business won't be enough. That's definitely not money mastery. So I want you to think for a few minutes about your money beliefs. So if your beliefs are holding you back, I want you to remember that a belief is only a thought that you keep thinking. So it's a patterned thought that you keep thinking. And the definition of a habit is, my definition of a habit is a repeated pattern of thoughts, decisions, and actions that over time become automatic. So if you keep having a repeated belief that you're not good with money, that is a habit that you've created in your mind. You can change this habit. You can actually make a decision to take a different approach to your mindset around money, to your actions around money, and to your thoughts around money. All we have control of is our thoughts, decisions, and actions. And if you are somebody who struggles in the money realm, this could be, I don't care how much money you make, it could be $5 an hour or $1 million an hour. We all have money fears and struggles and doubts that we've worked to overcome. Some of us have and some of us haven't. I used to be really, really stuck in a victim mindset, thinking that I was not in control of my money reality, that the world was against me, that I was never going to be able to get unstuck. And as I started implementing some of the things I'm going to talk about today, everything started to change for me. And I used to literally worry 100 times a day about money. I would think about it all the time. Every single thing that came into my world was filtered through, do I have enough money? I can't afford it. Oh no, what if something happens? What if my children get hurt and I can't pay for it? What if I get hurt and I can't work? What if? And I was constantly freaking out about money. That is no way to live. And if you're in that boat, you really need to contact me and let's work together. I have a money magnet guide that's on my homepage, and it's going to be one of your action steps today to go download it. So if you go to nfacoaching.com, it's called the Money Magnet Guide, and I don't care where you are in the money story right now, if you're like, I'm kind of empowered or I'm really struggling, this is for you. It's steps that I took to get to where I am, going from food stamps to 6 figures. And it starts with your belief system. So do you believe that you can become better with money? Is the initiation of you taking steps to decide to do something different. And I really love this quote. It's one of my favorites. So, until one is committed, there is hesitancy. The chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there is one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents. I said that right actually. Meetings and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would come his way. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. And that's by William Hutchinson Murray. And here's the thing. I freaking love that quote because it talks about the power of decision and commitment. I want you to commit, to decide, commit, and take action. Decide, commit, and take action. What are we deciding here? We are making a decision that we are going to become money masters. What does that take? It takes you working on your belief system around money. Do you think wealthy people are greedy and bad? Well, if you think that, it's going to be very challenging for you to become wealthy because you're working against yourself. You're consciously saying, and I talked about this in the episode called Competing Commitments. If you didn't hear it, go back and listen to it. And this is what we're talking about. If you have a belief like, I really want to become rich, but your underlying unconscious belief system says rich people are bad, jerks, wrong, there's not enough to go around, then you're not going to be able to get there because you have this competing commitment going on. So you got to clear out your negative beliefs about money. And there's all kinds of tips and tools to do that. Start with my money magnet guide. There's exercises in there. I want you to then start thinking about, have you made the decision, or do you think it's even possible? So here's the thing. Take a vow today, right now, that you're going to become a money master. This is what I did when I was stuck on food stamps and thinking like, oh crap, I was literally thought I could be homeless. I was sitting at the kitchen table crying, and I was calling all these people, and the rent in Boulder was really, really high for my grad school income, and I was so ashamed to go on food stamps. I had to talk to my counselor. I had a free counselor at CU at University of Colorado Boulder, and she was like, go on food stamps. It's okay. That's what those services are there for. I felt so much shame around it, and I still couldn't afford a place to live. I finally was able to get into subsidized housing, and then I had to max out student loans, and I worked my regular GPTI job, which was being an instructor at CU, plus all the full-time teaching. I was the teaching, the research, and then I took on a research job, and on top of that, I mean, I was doing everything I knew how to do to make some money, and I was so freaked out, and I kept thinking, I've got to get out of this by earning my PhD, and yes, it helped, but if I hadn't worked on my money beliefs, I would not be where I am right now. So I've built this business to 6 figures, and my goal is to get it to $1 million plus a year. 100% possible. I never ever would have believed that had I not worked on my money habits. And it took this first initiation moment of going, I am freaking willing to do whatever it takes to shift myself to become more masterful with money. Am I all the way there yet? No way. I work on it every day. Every day. I had a coaching session today about money blocks. So I help people with their money blocks. I might be a few steps ahead of the game than you, but every evolution of myself, I step into a new money block. As you raise your level of income, you start to experience different money blocks. When you have a breakup, you'll experience a different money block. When you have a new child, when you start a new business. So there's a whole bunch of layered stuff going on. But the first thing I want you to really do today is to decide, commit, and take action. And some of those action steps you can take. Download the Money Magnet Guide. There's a whole bunch of good stuff in there. You can start to read books about money. What I did was access free podcasts, YouTube videos, and books. Books were cheap, and I started focusing on money mindset. And this is work that I do with people. Contact me. You can schedule a consult. I'm creating a course that's coming out really soon. I'm super excited about it. It's only going to be $97, and it's going to give you really practical tips and tools to help you overcome your money beliefs, your money mindset, get into habits that are going to support you for success, because this is one of my greatest inspirations, is to help people get unblocked in this area, because it really holds us back when we're constantly thinking about our lack of money. And when we're focusing on lack, we create more of it. So last week I talked about the law of manifestation, law of attraction. If you're focusing on lack, you get more lack. I don't want that for you. So I could talk for days about this. I love this topic. I really want you to work on empowering yourself, but take that vow today. And I want you to start daydreaming about what's possible if you were to decide to be a money master. Take action. You can do it. I promise you. I know, because I've done it and I've helped other people do it too. Okay, have a kick-ass week. I hope you have a max potential week where you thrive and feel alive, and I'll be back next week. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Max Potential Habits podcast. If you're liking what you've heard, it would be so incredibly awesome if you would subscribe to the channel and leave a 5-star rating and a written review. This helps me help more people while we grow our NFA community so we can rock it out together. For Max Potential Habits resources, go to nfacoaching.com where you can access all of my resources. There's free ebooks, PDF checklists, a journal template, a business mindset meditation kit, and so much more. Plus, links to NFA coaching on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And if you're super serious about up-leveling, there's also a link to schedule a free consult to work with me in group or one-on-one coaching. Until next time, I hope you have a Max Potential Habits Day where you get inspired to do whatever it takes to transform into the most empowered version of yourself so you can lead a rich, thriving, kick-ass life and business.